Hello fellow YouTubers, and welcome to this video where I will be counting down the top 10 stupidest Pokemon designs up to this point. Each Pokemon really has to stand out among a very, very crowded roster of other Pokemon, which I guess explains why sometimes that desire to stand out ends up destroying the Pokemon. These 10 Pokemon are proof of that. Let's jump in. Number 10 is Lopunny. Okay, so the design here is a bunny rabbit that stands on its feet and looks like a girl with a 50% male to female ratio. It's just a dumb design idea in general. Don't think it would ever really work better in my humble opinion. So, don't really care to continue. Number 9 is Purugly. Boy, does it live up to that name. Very ugly. Fat cats are supposed to be cute. Purugly isn't cute. It's really awful looking. His stats are stupid. His typing is confusing. I just learned today that he's a normal type. And the game has been out for about a decade now. Horrible stats and just awful in general. Number 8 is Slurpuff. The design itself is really bad, but I guess I'll give Pokemon a little bit of credit on this one, because it's supposed to be a fairy type, and fairy type was a dumb idea in practice to begin with. He takes the record for derpiest looking Pokemon, that's for sure. I doubt you can find one that looks more derpy. He doesn't even seem like he'd be that strong. Like a lot of Pokemon, their design looks strong. Even if they aren't strong, you still have that illusion that they are. He just looks like a retard. My number 7 would be Smeargle. Yes, I do count gimmick Pokemon on this list. And just like Slurpuff, he is this low because I get that there was something they were going for. It was just something really stupid that they were. Moving on to number 6, we have Castform. He's a blob who changes based on the weather. I think they did this a lot better with Rotom. Now we're in the top 5, which begins with Luvdisc. And I'll give him some credit. He does indeed stand out. Statistically, though, he's garbage. The design is garbage. The fact he doesn't evolve is dumb. Just useless, and by definition, he's not a gimmick Pokemon. He slides in as number 5. Now, I think it might agitate some people with this one, but he's got to be up here. It's Dugtrio, and really, he isn't that cool of a design. He's a ground penis. No, I'm wrong here. He's 3 ground penises. Also, a special shout out to Dugtrio for being just as stupid. But I'm going with Dugtrio here. Now we're in the top 3, so I'll try to give more detail for these 3. That starts with Voltorb. Come on, people. Any list of stupid Pokemon would not be complete without this stupid guy. I never got the appeal to Voltorb or Electrode, but at least Electrode isn't a regular Pokeball, but Voltorb is. While people might argue Klefki is stupider, like saying stupider in a video, isn't Klefki a spirit in a keyring? So it's a ghost, not a Pokeball. Well, not a keychain. Not to mention, Voltorb's evolution is just turning him upside down and making him look angry. Add to the fact that Voltorb is basically only famous for being a Pokeball and using self-destruct. He's a waste. In a weird way, number 2 is even stupider than number 1. You'll see what I mean soon enough. 2 is Probopass. I'm sure no one can make an argument for him being a cool Pokemon, because he really isn't. He is just about the stupidest idea. Wasn't ever big on Nosepass, but I could appreciate him because, he stood out a little bit. He was different. Then they made Probopass. And what is he, a bigger Nosepass? Ooh, but wait, Game Freak says to us. He has a mustache now. Sweet Jesus, it's genius. Honorable mention here to Regigigas for having the stupidest ability in the history of Pokemon, and I always lump those two together in my brain. So, to finish off the list, we have Unknown. I debated not having him on the list because he obviously is a gimmick. In seriousness, why do we need 30 of these stupid things? If there was one Unknown, and he was a letter, maybe he changed forms, your argument could be, okay, that's kind of cool. Especially if you had 32 of them, or, well, I guess you need 36. I'm sure it's doable, but having them each refer to the hidden power type. But I guess you could argue that he doesn't deserve to be up here this high, but I've just never been a fan. He's a stupid Pokemon. The stupidest Pokemon of all time, in my opinion. So, disagree. If you do, make a case for him in the comment section. If you've enjoyed this video, LCS. If you disagree with me, comment with your list or make an argument for any Pokemon I included on this list. Also, don't forget to check out my Ask FM page. It's in the description box. So you can ask me questions to be answered in a future Q&A video. So that way I can do more of those. Anyway, peace out, home skillets.